Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is day 2, part 9 of the Shoji X Female Listener. Enjoy. The next day at school, Shoji was all smiles. Well, under his mask he was, but even just his overall countenance seemed brighter. She should get in. She did well on the exam, I think. I don't know how many robots she took down compared to the others, but she still managed to take down 2. He thought as he entered the classroom and sat down. First class commenced and went well, and then first break came and Aizawa called his name. Shoji Mezo, a word please, he said, and Shoji got up and walked to the front of the classroom while everyone else filed out into the hall for a break. Yes, sir, Shoji asked as he approached the teacher's desk. Would you mind coming with me? I have something to discuss with you about your friend and her exam yesterday, Aizawa said. Shoji's heart jumped. Was this going to be a good talk, or was it going to be a bad talk? He was unsure now. Still wanting to find out, he nodded and followed Aizawa out of the classroom and down to the staff room so they could talk in private, and the bleary-eyed teacher turned to face Shoji once they were in the staff room. We have already reviewed your friend Yin's footage, and I can confirm that she has passed and been accepted into UA, he said plainly. Shoji nearly hugged him, he was so excited. We are yet to call her and tell her she passed, so don't say anything for now, but we've accepted your reason for her being in the class 1A, and are allowing her to join this class, he said. Shoji couldn't believe his ears. Had the gods answered his prayers or what? This was amazing. We would, however, like for her to start tomorrow, Aizawa said, and Shoji almost fell over. Tomorrow? He asked with surprise. Yes, because, as you know, the mid-year festival's coming up, and we need all hands on deck if we want to win the class prize this year. I have a heavy wager on this one, and if we win I get to sleep for a whole week, and President Mike is going to take my classes, he said, and Shoji deadpanned. Is this person a real teacher? Shoji wondered with a sweat-drop look on his face. So I'll be calling the parents tonight to confirm her start for tomorrow, but I have all her paperwork ready to go, and I have all the necessary books for her, so would you mind giving them to her this afternoon? We will have notified them by then, he said. Yes, that's fine. I live next door, Shoji said, reaching his hands out when Aizawa turned to his desk and picked up a stack of books and then handed them to Shoji. Good, Aizawa said. Head back to class now, and I'll arrange the rest. Thank you, sir, Shoji said with a nod as he turned and left the staff room and headed back to the class on a high. That afternoon, Shoji was on your doorstep early, and you opened the door to his knocking and looked curiously at the stack of books in his arms as he held them out to you. What's this? You asked as you tried to take them, but they were too heavy. Well, I'm not sure if you got a call from UA yet, Shoji said. Yin! Your mum called from the study. I've just been on a call with Aizawa of UA. You got in! And you're going to be in Shoji's class! She nearly screeched. Your head whipped from her to Shoji and then back to her, and your jaw fell to the floor. Seriously? Serious? Are you serious? You gasped. Yes, she and Shoji both said at the same time, and your head kept whipping left and right. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Seriously? What? When do I start? You asked. Tomorrow, they both said. What? You shrieked. It's okay. You'll be fine, my lovely. Shoji is there with you, and he can show you all the ropes. You don't need a school uniform right away, but we can get you one as soon as possible. The two of them speaking over each other and making it hard to work out what was being said. Wait. Start again. Shoji, what did you say? Something about a festival? You asked. He explained how there was a mid-year festival coming up, and it looked like his class were going to do a haunted house course, and then you turned to your mum. And what did you say, Mum? You asked. Oh, I didn't really say anything interesting. I just said Shoji was going to be there for you in the classroom, so not to worry. We can get your school uniform later, she said with a smile. So, what do I wear tomorrow? You asked. Just jeans and a t-shirt should be fine, Shoji said. Or we can go to school beforehand and get you a uniform. Oh, I need to call your old school now, your mum said. I'll let them know we're transferring you. Okay, you said, your mind still trying to catch up on everything that had just been said. I would like to get the uniform tomorrow morning, if that's okay, you said to Shoji. We can go together. That's no problem, he said kindly. I'm excited you'll be in my class. Yeah, same, you said with a smile. I can't believe this is happening. Happening was an understatement. It was all happening. You were up early the next morning with your new books in your bag and headed to the uniform shop at the UA grounds with Shoji to get your new outfit, and then it was off to the building to find Class 1A. You'll like my classmates, Shoji said as you both stepped into the classroom. They're all really nice. I hope so. you thought as you looked around at some of the people already there. There was a girl with a high ponytail and another with a brown bob, and Shoji called to them. Momo, Eureka, this is my friend Yin. She's studying today, he said, and the girls looked over and then came over to say hello. Hi Yin, Eureka greeted you, reaching out to shake your hand. Did you do the mid-year intake exam? Yeah, fighting robots, he replied. Oh, same as ours, Momo added. Was it tough? A little, I guess, you replied. I did get a little hurt, but I'm okay. Did you go to Recovery Girl? Eureka asked. Yes, she was really nice, you replied, your mind thinking over the weird dream that you had had in her office and how Shoji had acted afterwards. Did I really dream that? You thought, falling silent for a bit. Just then more people came into the classroom, and the girl named Momo started making introductions, so you got to know everyone very quickly. Once everyone was in the classroom, the teacher entered, and you looked at him curiously. He looks like he needs a week's worth of sleep, you thought, as he took to the front of the classroom and wrote planning on the board behind him, and then put the chalk down and turned to face everyone. Do what it says on the board. We only have a little more time to go, and then the mid-year festival is upon us. We must win this year for my sake. So plan well and do well. Be class 1A and go beyond, he said. The class broke into a cheer of plus ultra, and you looked around in surprise and then meekly joined in before the teacher suddenly pulled a yellow sleeping bag from nowhere and stepped into it and zipped it up. You were confused and curious, but no one else in the class seemed to notice or care, so you turned your head to look for Shoji. He was looking at you and beckoned you over to start planning who would be doing what on the day of the festival. Hi all. I hope you don't mind that Yin will be in our group, Shoji said as you pulled up a chair and sat next to him. No, that's fine, the girl named Mina said as she grinned at you. We're the scare team, she said excitedly. We do the scaring. We'll be the ones in the tunnel acting as ghosts and zombies and that type of thing, she said. Shoji's going to be a multi-armed zombie. The Tokoyami here is going to be a ghost and use dark shadow, and I'm going to be a headless ghoul, and we need one more person to be something. What can you be, Yin? You hummed. She can be a zombie with me, Shoji said, and you looked up at him. That's great. Don't worry, Yin. We can use body paint to make you look as zombie-like as possible, Mina said excitedly. How's it all going to go now that you're at UA? Stay tuned for next week, part 10 coming then. I'll see you then.